Hello and welcome back to the channel. So this is War 2 for me, but this is War 3. And I got a little bit of a different assignment this time. And honestly, I hadn't played too much with the tactic because whenever my last alliance, I was pretty much just non-tactic, path 5, and that was annoying. But so I wasn't really sure, about how to optimally play this. Like, I didn't realize until after this and I saw a fight that you could just hit the block and put placebos on, and that probably would have helped out this fight because, as you can see, I'm nullifying. And yeah, okay, so one of the things that I was supposed to do on this fight is just get to SP3s, and right there the power detonation got me. And here he's in Surging Swarm, but I don't think I've quite grasp that here in a second. And you'll see I block specials. I some of it I tried to parry, but some of it I just was like, I'm good. Nope, not yet. Here I went with a special 2, and I was like, well, that didn't do as much as I thought it would. So I messed up a lot in this fight. Redoing it, I would have stuck solely to special 3s. You can see I don't really try to do too many intercepts with Kushala. Like, you don't really need to do it unless you're like trying to go for battlegrounds, time matches. On this, dying is more important. Okay, I screwed up at some point in this and didn't count my combo right. All right, it's gotta be soon. Oh yeah, there it is. I knew it was coming soon. So yeah, that's the reason you use indestructible boosts. And yeah, you can see, like, I should have stuck to parry, heavies, and then hitting into his block for the placebos, and it would have been a lot smoother of a fight, because you can see here I'm doing a lot of glancing because of the Surging Swarm, and just, it was just a unclean fight, I would say, in my opinion. But overall, you can see I'm on a solo, and in the end, that's all that matters, and it just cost me some health pots. I did kind of forget how tanky he is, and if you're wondering why I don't try to do anything fancy on his special 2, it's because for some reason, I call it the shoelace theory. Where some people call it the toe theory, but where, you try to dex it, and for some reason it just catches the end of your toe or the shoelace, and it doesn't work out too well. All right. Yeah, so that was that Faint Man fight. This fight, I was originally assigned Carolina for it, instead of bringing Wags. And I was like, well, I don't really understand how Carolina is supposed to deal with this. Because of the auto block. Like, I just like, this is going to go horribly. So I brought House of X instead, and I was like, I'll just use Kushala and whatever potions I need. And having done this fight once, I didn't do it perfectly, but I kind of stuck to trying to pay attention to the strike counter thing. But if I was to do it over again, one tip I gave was, don't get in the zone. At some point in this fight, you'll see it, where I kind of forget not to hit him while he isn't stunned. But yeah, what I would have done is started off. Yep, there it is. Like, oh, I'm fine. Oh, never mind. There's not a block. Okay, so how I would have redone this. With the strike counter, with everything, I would have started with a parry, then a medium and a medium, then a parry and a heavy, and then a parry and a medium light, and then a parry and a light, maybe a third light, and then special. That would have maximized the heavy hitter from the blessing on that one, and also maximize the strike counter. But you can see, like, even with me not doing it optimally, like, that fight was still extremely easy. After the Fat Man fight, I was a little bit like, man, this is gonna be a long fight. No. Fat Man's armors, don't underestimate them. And if you thought that fight was quick, I prepped for this fight more than I needed to, because I actually was like, okay, is there anything I need to know about fighting okoye? You know, like our specials you can just outrange. You know, there's encroaching stun on this node. Like, you know, here I'm planning out my pots and all that. Not for this fight, but for the next one. And I'm like, you know, might think I'm going to use Kushala, but I'm not. That's the reason I got Ronan. And as you can see, you know, I'm double checking everything. Like, I kind of thought, you know, this is a 6-star ascended rank 5 true, but there's a rank 4 on a war map. You know, this, you know, how many rotations of Ronan is this going to take? The answer is not many. I don't even, if I remember right, I don't even get to the encroaching stun. Yeah. This is, yeah, don't put okoye on defense. Like, unless it's something that will stop Ronan from being able to just, you know, nuke through. Like, here I am just like, okay, just hit. Okay, that fight's over. Yeah. I didn't realize how easy that fight would be. Okay. So that was the boring, easy fight, you know. But, you know, if you're looking for a way to fight okoye, just bring your Ronan. It's funny. Well, on most matchups. Okay, so this one is where things get interesting again. Okay, so this is Safeguard, but it has Combat Deja Vu Disintegration, which I thought honestly did a lot more damage until I screwed up in this fight. And then I was like, oh, well, that actually doesn't do that much damage. So, all right, so I'm not going to worry too much about it. But the plan on this one originally was, you know, get your blessings up and parry, and, you know, you'll have the stun then. And I was like, I better make sure. So, like, my first parry failed, shocking. And there is where I screwed up. I parried heavy twice, and, oh, look, Combat Deja Vu Disintegration, and I'm healing from it. What? So at this point, I'm kind of like, all right, well, cool. I was trying to bait SB1s because then I can just parry and do that, and it's kind of simple. But originally I was supposed to use special 2s, and I was like, but he's got no buffs, so that's not really going to help much. And then looking back on it now, if I'd have been smarter, what I could have done is hit into the block whenever he didn't have an armor up and get those placebos on him. Yeah, that was a mistake on my part. But you can see there I did eat it, and so that was a mistake. I probably should have used the other Wags pre-fight on this, but I ended up using them later for bosses to help out another guy. So surprisingly, Red Skull is kind of tanky, even with... oh, wait, no, that's because of the safeguard. So, yeah. Yeah, I really should have just kept to the special 3s, kind of like I did, and that was it. So, yeah. Kushala's great for this fight. Just... I could have maybe gone for more special 2 baits, and there, you can see I like ate it. But, hey, that's what the indestructible boost and what your health bar's for. Reason I didn't heavy counter the special 1 more often was because I just wasn't sure. So, yeah, that's the end of this war. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good one.